Well, thank you very much. Before I get to the closing statements, a sister brought to my attention a certain pair of gloves that seem to have gone astray. So if anybody may recognize it, perhaps you could see me afterwards and I'll be happy to let you have both of them. Okay. So we'll get now to the closing statements, and I think the closing statements are 3 minutes, if I'm correct. Yes? Okay. All right, so we'll get to closing statements, and let me see, who was the first speaker last time? Jamie Ware. Okay. So we then will begin the closing statement with Smokey then.
Thank you. So as I said earlier, next week you have a decision to make. We've got tough times ahead, but we are a machine in OPSU all across the province. And we have good solid leadership, good staff, and we can take on all comers. What I offer you is experience. I'm steady-handed. I don't get upset. I think things through. And I've built an amazing team on staff. We've got a good team. So I'm asking for your vote to be president of OPSU for 2 more years. I give it 185%. I work hard at it. I ask my family how much I'm away, but they are 100% behind me. My wife's an OPSU member. She's on the bargaining team in our local back home. She's a steward. She's an activist. So we're a union family. So again, I believe in my heart that I've done a good job. I'm a uniter, not a divider. I don't break things, I fix them. I don't spread rumor and innuendo, and I don't make statements that you can take either way. I'm straightforward, shoot from the hip, and I'm dedicated. So I just ask you to listen carefully to convention, read everybody's materials. I'll plug, I have a website, Smokey Thomas, no, reelectsmokey.ca. I looked at it. Oh, you did an amazing job, sister. So check out reelectsmokey.ca. And, you know, I want to again thank Bob and everybody, brother, for doing the video, everybody for coming out, and for everybody from out of town. Shows me that OPSU is alive and well, and we do a great job. We all do. Thank you very much.
Well, sister and brothers, I'm going to take this opportunity to thank all of you again. I'm going to thank the area council again. Thanks for sticking around and not leaving or running out screaming. I'd like to thank all the folks that have thrown their hats into the ring to do this, because believe it or not, as calm as I seem up here, this is rather nerve-wracking. But you know what? It's always great when you're around family. And you know what? The brothers and sisters are family. A very strong speaker once told me, you know what? Have a conversation with your membership. Speak to your members. Talk to your members. Listen to your members. And when you're in a big room, it doesn't matter if there's 1, 10, 20. But deal with them and look them in the eye. Brothers and sisters, you know, one thing you're going to find out about me, I'm a hard worker. I don't stop working at any time. Sometimes maybe to a fault, if that could be a fault. But I'm guaranteeing you, if you elect Eddie Almeida for Vice President Treasurer, I will work tirelessly on your behalf. I will make sure that my fiduciary responsibility in taking care of your money is better than taking care of my own. That is the responsibility that you will place in me, and I'll make sure it happens. So, coming very soon, to a convention center near you, you will be given a ballot, and it will say First Vice President Treasurer, and I'm hoping that you put Eddie Almeida on that ballot. Thank you, brothers and sisters.
Well, thanks very much, comrades and sisters and brothers and special guests and all the people that traveled from across the province to be here this evening. These kinds of events and these kinds of debates and the kinds of discussion that people have and the interaction that we all have with each other, that's actually how We build this union, and that's how this union grows. We have philosophical differences. We have principled differences. That as well separates people and tells you, I think, who real leaders are and who they're not. You will be making a decision next week at convention, and I hope that decision is to elect a new president. I hope you elect someone who is accountable. I hope you elect someone who's transparent to the membership. I hope you elect someone who wants to fight back, who wants to help you invest in yourselves as much as you want to invest in yourselves. I'm sorry to say to you all that it isn't going to be enough anymore to press the send button on your computer and generate a generic MPP letter that says we want you to stop. And it isn't going to be quite enough, folks, to sign a postcard, because I'm hounding you at some local meeting and I've got a stack of postcards that I want to hand back to the minister, and it's important that I collect at least 600. It's just not going to be enough. 2 feet. Your mouth, your ability to talk to people, to network with people, to make real connections with people on the ground floor. That's what's going to move us forward. All of our community allies and all of our partners, that's what's going to move us forward. Electing a new government, that's going to help us move forward. But we need to rely on each other. We need to count on each other. We need to have a respectful union where debate is welcome, where differences are embraced, and where we can reach consensus together and move 120,000 people forward. OPSU can do better. And next week at convention, I want you to elect Nancy Pridham as your new president. Thank you.
You asked for experience. As I mentioned earlier on, I've been elected to the audit committee for 8 years. This board elected me that, and so did 3 other boards as well. I've had numerous years' experience working with local roads boards and the funding involved in actually handling other people's monies in the communities in northwestern Ontario, 22 to be exact. I served on numerous bargaining teams in the OPS, specifically for 3.5 years in 96, 98, 99, as well as the Ontario OPSSU, our staff union, our ASU staff union as well. My motto has always been about building bridges. It's been about working together, working with people, and doing it with a calm. I don't get excited a lot. I have my moments, there's no doubt about that, and I'm sure a few people who really know me know that. I'm in this for the long term. That's really what it's all about. And we need to look beyond just this next 2 years to where we go from there. What happens if we end up with a GTAC government? Where do we go from there? You want somebody there that's got the calm. You want somebody there that has got a reputation for being able to do the work. I have the passion to do this job. I know I can do this job, and I have the experience to do this job. So next week, when we're at convention, like my other colleagues have said here, I'm asking you to put James Tucker on the ballot for First Vice President Treasurer. Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, you have heard from 4 candidates, Eddie, Nancy, James, and Smokey. And I think they deserve a warm
Motion to adjourn.
I just want to thank them for participating. It shows a real commitment to members of OPSU. I want to thank as well the members of the GTAC executive for their assistance in setting this up and making it all possible. And I want to thank you all for coming, and I do hope that you don't be strangers, that we see you at our regular meeting. You have to pay up. That's right. And so